welcome to my video on breathing for self-healing. You may not be aware that the way we breathe during our daily lives can really influence our health, not only our body's health, but also the health of our mind. So it makes good practice to learn how to breathe well. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to teach you a really easy breathing technique or tool that will help you get the most out of breathing for your health and vitality. Before we start our breathing, I thought it'd be a good idea to just go over the anatomy of breathing, the muscles which are involved, because it's always good to have some idea of what you're trying to achieve when we are breathing. So there are several muscles involved in breathing. However, the main one is our diaphragm. The diaphragm sits at the base of the rib cage. Above it we have the heart, or sits the heart, and below it we have the abdominal organs. Now the diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle and it acts like a piston, and it's the piston which helps to draw air in and out of the body. So the lungs are just cavities in which the air enters. It's the diaphragm that does the actual work of getting air in and out. So as we inhale, this dome-shaped muscle flattens and widens. And as it flattens and widens, that action moves it down and draws air into the lungs. When we exhale, it moves back more into a dome shape. So it relaxes, moves in and up, and it's that action which helps push the air out. So as it inhale, it widens, flattens and moves down, and on the exhale, it domes in and up, relaxes and moves in and up. So it acts as a little piston moving down and in and up. So you could compare it to a jellyfish in the ocean as it moves towards the surface of the water. It has that spreading and lifting action. Okay, so it's the piston action of the diaphragm contracting and widening down, relaxing, moving in and up, which gives us the healing benefits for our body. So I'm going to go through those benefits now. So we can split them up into physical and mental. On a physical note, breathing diaphragmatically can help improve your posture. And posture influences our health in many ways, of which I will not go into now, but it's just an important thing to bear in mind. The second benefit is that the structure of our lungs means that it's the bottom half of the lungs which has the greater capacity to draw in that essential oxygen. So the diaphragm really helps us get air into the bottom half of the lungs, and the more air we get, the more oxygen we can get into our bodies. The third benefit is that the piston action of the diaphragm massages not only our organs, our abdominal organs, and also the heart, which sits on top, but also our glands as well. And this massage just helps get our organs and glands functioning at their peak, and this can influence everything from our digestion all the way to our lymphatic system, which is linked to our immunity. The fourth benefit is that the piston action is linked to the health of our core. The diaphragm is assisted by the pelvic floor muscles and also the abdominals. On the inhale, the abdominals and pelvic floor release to allow the diaphragm to contract and move down. on the exhale, the abdominals and pelvic floor contract, which allow the diaphragm, or assist the diaphragm, to move in and up, which also expels the air, the carbon dioxide from our bodies. So, breathing well strengthens and mobilizes our core, which is quite a nice thing to know, isn't it, really? So on the mental benefits, the piston action of the diaphragm is very soothing to our nervous system. So diaphragmatic breathing is a key element in our own stress management system. So it's a really good one to utilize as a powerful self-help tool for helping us cope with stress and anxiety in our lives. And the reason is because it regulates the nervous system. Also, another way to think about it is that a diaphragmatic breath tends to be slower, and a slow breath equals to a slow, clear mind. So it can really help us with clear thinking and thought processes. Finally, going back to the posture aspect, when we look good, we tend to feel a lot better about ourselves as well. Okay, so we've looked at the benefits of breathing with our diaphragm. Let's look at the other way of breathing, which is not so advantageous for our health, and that's chest breathing. Now, chest breathing is the breath that a lot of us do without realizing. And the problem with chest breathing is that on a physical level, when we breathe all the way up here, we don't get the breath anywhere near the diaphragm. And if we don't get the air or the breath anywhere near the diaphragm won't move at all. And if the diaphragm doesn't move, we don't get all those health benefits that I discussed a little bit earlier. Secondly, when we breathe more in the chest area, we use our secondary breathing muscles, which include the shoulders and the neck. And if we use this area too much, it causes a lot of aches, chronic tension and pain, which is not so good either. On a mental level, breathing through the chest is a lot more shallower, as I've already mentioned, and also tends to be a little bit quicker and a little bit more scatty. And that is associated with the fight and flight mechanism of our nervous system rather than the rest and repair. And when we're in a more of a fight and flight state, our breath and our mind tends to be a little bit more scattier and less focused. Okay, so we have gone through the anatomy of breathing and the benefits of good diaphragmatic breathing over chest breathing. So it's now finally time to move on to practicing our breathing tool, which is called balloon breathing. I use balloon breathing a lot in my classes because it's a very simple way of helping you practice get the diaphragm working properly when you are breathing. Now, before we get started, a little note on whether or not we should breathe in and out through the nose or the mouth. Breathing in and out through the nose, it has benefits, okay, and there are two main ones. The first one is that it does actually filter and clean out the air you inhale. Secondly, it actually slows the rate of breath coming down into the lungs, which can help you breathe more efficiently. That being said, if you prefer to breathe out through the mouth, or if you have a blocked nose or any issues going on today as you watch the video, Breathing in and out of the mouth is absolutely fine. All right, so coming on to balloon breath. To help me, demonstrate this, I'm going to actually use a balloon. All right, so I'm going to ask you to watch me as I blow it up. Okay, so basically the breath involves you visualizing a balloon within you. The neck of the balloon, okay, the top bit of the balloon is going to be where your collarbones meet, and the base of the balloon is going to be level with the base of your diaphragm. Now, what I want you to imagine is that as you are inhaling, you are going to fill this balloon up. And as you notice, as I filled the balloon up, it filled up from the bottom to the top. So that's what I want you to imagine. In addition, as we're doing the breathing, as well as filling up the front of the balloon, I want you to also imagine that you are filling up the sides and the back of the balloon as well. That will help make sure that you get the full action of the diaphragm. Okay, this works the front, we get the sides, and we also get the breath in the back of the diaphragm, so we spread on all sides. Okay. On the exhale, we are going to imagine that we are emptying the balloon. So the air is going to empty from the bottom all the way to the top. All right, so let's give it a go now. So to help you, I'm going to ask you to place your hands at the base of your rib cage. Allow the thumbs to move back and the fingers to drape forward. This will just help avoid you getting any tension around the shoulder and neck area. Sit up nice and tall. Imagine you've got a helium balloon that's moving out of the crown of your head and lifting up towards the ceiling. Okay, so on your inhale, imagining that internal balloon, you're going to fill it up now. So think wide, think of the air moving down and out through the front, the sides and the back. And then on your exhale, think about emptying the balloons on all sides, front, sides and back. And you should notice how you, while you do so, the action of the abdominals and maybe the pelvic floor drawing inwards. Okay, let's try that again. Inhale, inflate your balloon, front, back and sides. Exhale, deflate. Now, if you're getting this right, your shoulders will not be moving at all, because the action is happening down here and not up here. One of the big giveaways of chest breathing is that your shoulders move with your breath. So if you're not quite sure, after you finish watching this video, go and breathe in front of a mirror and have a close look at what your shoulders are doing. All right, so hopefully you're getting the hang of that now. Let's rest the arms down now and continue to do our balloon breath. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now and really start to visualize your internal balloon. So it may come to you in a colour, or it may change colours. Whatever happens, invite it in. Okay, it's absolutely fine to just let your mind enjoy and take this balloon breathing where it wants to go. So we're going to add a count now, just to help you focus even more. So as you inhale, inflate your balloon for 4, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, deflate for 4, 3, 2, 1. again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to become quiet now and let you enjoy this breath for another 2 minutes. I will let you know when the time is up. Okay, well done. Allow your balloon to gently be replaced by a normal breathing pattern. So just release that visualization. Allow your inhale and exhale to come in and out without any count, without any focus. And before we finish, just take a moment to see how you're feeling. Firstly, in your body, and secondly, in your thoughts and feelings. Just notice if any change has arisen. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and calmer. Maybe your mind feels emptier, clearer. But just observe without judgment. Take a couple more breaths now. And then open your eyes, bring yourself back, and just do whatever movement feels good for you. We've been sitting there for a little while. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your experience of balloon breath, and I hope you will accommodate it into your daily practice, just to help you to breathe better. Okay, bye for now, and namaste.